that. Okay. Join out. Keep grabbing the wrong one. Clean this. Nice. This one I'll put on just a little bit thicker, as we want to make sure we have a really good bond here, a good solid joint. And we'll sand this once it's all set up. We will sand it. Put that right in there. And I'll slide it back just a little bit so we make sure we have a good bond. All right. We'll let that set up. Now, while that waiting over there, what I'm going to do is we're going to work on this floor real quick. And the landscape adhesive, I'll either use this or like a liquid nails or whatever, but I have some of this in the caulking gun already. So I'm going to go, I like to come right around the edge here. And then being that the boards are going this way, I'm going to run the glue back and forth. And if there's, perfect. All right, now what happens, so we just take these and put these on, give them a little wiggle and I try and put these in on an angle so that it kind of pushes the adhesive away from the joint so I don't have excuse me, glue coming up and making a big mess. But if that does happen, just let it set up and then you can take it off with a razor rather than trying to wipe it off while it's still gooey. All right. That's the start of our wood floor. We'll let that set up at least 24 hours and then we'll come back in and finish that. All right, well, welcome back. We let our little roof unit set up overnight, so it's pretty solid now. What I like to do is just to make sure that there aren't any big gaps, that we got pretty much a good bond all the way around. And now what we're going to do is just do a little bit of sanding on this part up here to make the, follow the roof line. And then we will work on this real quick. And we have, these are the three main sanders that I work with. This little vibrating 4-inch sander. And then this belt sander works really good for taking a lot of material down. Works pretty fast. And then a larger belt sander. So let's get our mask on here. Those are the quick release safety glasses. And take this off. So we went ahead and sanded this down. I sanded the back side because this fits flush up against that other building structure, so we want to make sure that's nice and smooth. I got a nice smooth roof line here, and made sure that was flush. And so we are good now on the roof side. And I sanded this area also because I want a little texture to it, because we're going to apply the roofing material over that. And before we do that, I'll probably put some Bondo over these joints right here, so you won't see those when we apply the roofing material. So let's set that aside, and do the same thing with this here. This is our wood floor. We have one more, a great big one. Actually, two more, a smaller one and then one big floor. So we'll go ahead and make those up as well. I'm going to put my mask back on and we'll hit this real quick. All right, so that should be pretty good for, we'll put the stain on and the veneer, the sealer over that. And that's our start of our first floor there. All right, we're going to blow this stuff off, clean up, and then we'll move over to the building and talk about what's next. So we got our roof structure here, and it is going to end up living right about here. So this section here is going to be made to come on and off in case you need to change light bulbs or whatever. So we built a little collar that slides down inside the building. And these are the collar pieces. They're notched so that they are go around. They don't interfere with, hopefully they don't interfere with the windows. We got three sides here. And what I want to do is just kind of make sure that we got the ones in the right place. Mainly these window collars. So I'm going to take this roof section off. And being that it's not glued together yet, there you can see there's some gaps and so forth. So I'm just going to use a little clamp here to keep that section tight. This is our one collar, and so that works good there. So I'm going to put just a little X here so I know this is towards me and that's towards the building. And I'm going to just put this as an A and put a little A right here. Then this will be B. Don't need to worry about B too much because there's only one side. That will go there. A little B. And then this last one we'll label C. And to make sure that that's the correct way that it should go. Does it flip it that way? Doesn't really make too much difference on this one, but this side definitely had a difference. So, AB, and we're going to call you C. All right. Now, not sure if this is going to, how well this is going to work. Like I said, we no instructions with this. We just kind of got to figure out as we go. So we'll come over here and we're going to glue this collar onto this roof unit. All right. So this is going to be a fun part trying to, hopefully we get these all lined up nicely. this piece I'm going to put right here. And then what do we got? C there, and here's C here. So as you can see with C, both of these, there's a little notch that they fit into, and the same thing on this one here. So those notches go together, and then they end up making the collar. So make sure everything fits. So that's how that collar works. Now let's see if we can glue that together. A bit of the cleaner. We got C. Let's see, just double check that. Clean that, clean the notch. And right along where it contacts the roof, I'm going to do that. Same thing right here. Okay. Put that back. That. Right across like this. Get a couple of drips in the inside, but we'll clean that up. All right. Put that there, and this here is the last one. There now. We want to finish up this roof unit, so there's a couple things we need to do. We are going to, we'll put some Bondo right in where these tabs are to fill that in. And we're going to put some glue, some adhesive, and fill this joint here and this joint right here to make sure that's good and solid and weather tight. And then there's one other thing that we need to check is to make sure that this collar isn't hitting any of the windows, and it looks like it's a very good fit. So just double check that. If there's a little bit of an overhang or something, we can you could sand that down, but that looks like it fits perfectly. So let's go over here and we'll do some of this stuff. Glove on to smooth out that joint. So these are the joints that we're just filling in, that one and this one. And you can use this with this landscape adhesive, or you can use some clear silicone. It's partially structural and partial weatherproofing. Look at that. And I'm gonna just do a quick run down with my finger on that one. Same thing on that. This and get a little bit cleaner down. We'll go ahead and paint this. What we're going to do is paint the inside. This inside right here we'll do as a gloss white because we want that to reflect the lights that we'll put in here in the ceiling. And then the underside all around here, and this side we'll going to paint an espresso brown. And then that will fix that all up. And let's go ahead and we'll do that Bondo stuff. And this is a pre-mixed Bondo, supposedly. And these little putty are not, or little, what do they call these, spreaders, work great for not only doing the tile work, which we'll show you later on, but filling these in as well. So screw that, pop that, and just get some right there. That one. Now this stuff says it sets up in about 20 minutes. So if you're going to put like shingles or stone or something like that over it, then not as important. But if you, what we're going to put on is this nice ice break. It's a nice, really nice scale type of tar roof that goes on it. But it definitely will show any type of holes or seams or whatever you have underneath it. So just like to keep that filled. And it also helps make it a little bit more watertight. Mario did a nice job here on the grand ballroom floor. So this will be the second floor, and we'll sand that tomorrow. And we'll take this floor, this is the other floor that lives in this section. Right in here, it's a little bit tight. We have to sand these down some, but the second floor is coming along nicely.